Once upon a time, in a quiet town nestled between green hills and sparkling rivers, lived a fluffy gray cat named Whiskers. Whiskers lived with an old baker named Mr. Crumb, who ran a small bakery called the Cozy Crust. Whiskers loved two things more than anything: naps in warm sunlight and the smell of fresh-baked bread. But what Whiskers loved most was cooking. Every morning, while Mr. Crumb kneaded dough and sprinkled flour, Whiskers would sit on the counter and watch, his tail flicking with curiosity. One day, when Mr. Crumb had to rush out to deliver a cake, Whiskers decided to try baking something all by himself. He leapt onto the counter, nudged open a cookbook with his nose, and read the recipe for tuna tarts with creamy catnip sauce. Purring with excitement, he stirred, chopped, very carefully, and whisked until the kitchen smelled better than a sunny spring afternoon. When Mr. Crumb returned, he found Whiskers sitting proudly next to a tray of golden tarts. He took a bite and his eyes widened. "Whiskers!" he exclaimed. "This is delicious!" The next day, Mr. Crumb added a new item to the menu, Whiskers' special tuna tart. Customers went wild for it. Word spread quickly, and soon food critics were traveling from faraway cities to taste the mysterious cat's cooking. 1 week later, a famous chef from Paris, Madame Fromage, arrived. She peeked into the kitchen and gasped. "A cat is the chef?" she whispered. Whiskers gave her a polite meow and continued flipping a tiny omelet with his paw. Madame Fromage took one bite and burst into tears. Magnifique! Whiskers was invited to cook on TV shows, fly to food festivals around the world, and even teach a class at the fancy feline culinary school. He wore a tall white chef's hat, signed autographs with paw prints, and always insisted on tasting everything before it was served. But no matter how famous he became, Whiskers always came home to the Cozy Crust at the end of the day. He curled up by the window with Mr. Crumb, purring happily as the smell of fresh bread filled the air. Because even world-famous chefs need a place to nap.